Here are my top 5 sleeper teams entering 2022. Normally, I choose just the one, but since we're into this whole list thing on this program, you like my lists?
Love lists.
People like the lists?
Everyone likes lists.
All right. Here we go. Music, please. Thanks so much. Here are my top 5 NFL sleeper teams for the 2022 season. Chris, you've been on this team for a while. You've even said this team might make the playoffs.
Yeah, buddy.
Which is really what I'm saying about these teams, is that I think they can make the playoffs and shock people. Or at least, if that's the high water mark, part of their mark will flirt with making the playoffs. They may not, but they're definitely going to beat you.
Come on.
At least at the bottom part of my list, that's what I'm saying. At the top, I think you might be talking about a playoff team.
Okay.
All right.
I like it.
But you think they could be a playoff team.
I think so.
And I think that we're going to see this team improve merely because of their new head coach.
Yes.
Not just because of the new head coach being a guy with a Super Bowl ring, but also the fact that he's not named Urban Meyer.
Bam!
Number 5 sleeper team on my top 5 sleeper teams of 2022 are the Jacksonville Jaguars. We have no idea how good Trevor Lawrence can be.
True.
We have no idea how good Travis Etienne can be. True. We have no idea how good this team can be. Javon Walker, does he look good or what? Does he look good to you?
He does.
Right?
He does.
So it looks like maybe he was the right choice. And I'm an Aiden Hutchinson guy. Never know, right?
Never know.
Javon Walker could be the guy. And so here we go. Jacksonville Jaguars and the number 5 potential sleeper team of the season.
I like it.
All right. Number 4, I'm just going to go with it because a lot of people are saying it, and I believe it too. I'm not just going to go away from it because a lot of people are saying it, because we're seeing it behind the scenes right now on HBO, and I'm not talking about the new House of Dragons. I'm talking about the House of Lions, run by the Grand Maester himself.
Well, the Lions are the Lannisters, Rich.
Okay.
They don't have a prequel yet.
Okay, sounds good. The Detroit Lions are the number 4 sleeper team on my sleeper team list. It's entirely possible my guy Aiden Hutchinson can come in and make a difference. Let's not forget Jeff Okuda's coming back, right? So they kind of get 2 top-notch draft choices from the Big Ten coming back right now. He hardly played a lick last year before blowing out his Achilles. Let's see what the offense can do. Let's see what the defense can do. Let's see if this team is, in fact, buying what this coach is selling. It sure looks like they did last year. It sure looks like they're doing it in Hard Knocks right now. It sure looks like a team that was rarely out of it. They were blown out in just a couple of games last year, but even in the games in which they were blown out, many of the times they came right back and were shocking some people and pushing them to the limit. Number 3 on this list are the Detroit Lions. Number 4 in this list, Detroit Lions. Number 3. I'm going to say it, even though deep in my heart, I just can't really believe I'm saying it. I'm going to say it because I'm hoping
Hope's a
that
powerful
just
word, man.
up the road from here, my guy sitting in the waiting room of Dr. Neil Elitrosh, hoping that knee's moving it around. I've been there. I've taken Susie to see Dr. Elitrosh.
Uh-huh.
And he did a great job on my wife's knee, I'll be honest.
My wife.
I'm just hoping he's doing a great job on my quarterback's knee. Because if Zach Wilson, if you can come back and you can play at the proper speed and you could just trust what you see and trust that you can also end the play without getting hurt, without trying too damn hard, doing too much, play boring, as your coach was saying last year. With the weapons that are out there for the Jets, with the way that the line, even though they do have injuries on that line like many, the way that Sauce Gardner appears to be as advertised, and Jermaine Johnson and Breece Hall, and this defense that's got Carl Lawson coming back, that they have a pass rush and a coach that in the fourth quarter of a preseason game almost gets flagged for celebrating when his defense scores. God, I hope the Jets are a sleeper team of 2022 because they sure can be if the football gods will just stop kicking us in the nuts for 2 seconds.
Kick them in the ding-ding.
Number 2 on this list is a team that used to be a perennial playoff team. That's because they had a first ballot Hall of Fame quarterback attached spiritually and everything else to his head coach. But that quarterback and that head coach is gone. I think the New Orleans Saints are a sleeper team in 2022, people. I think we're going to see some W's eaten, and I think Jameis is going to make the most of his opportunity if he stays healthy. And can't guard Mike is back. You even said Chris Olave could be the offensive rookie of the year.
I think he could be.
What do you have him as the overaction Mondays? He's going to have 10 touchdowns?
Challenging Randy Moss's touchdown.
Okay, I mean, that is saying a lot. And if Alvin Kamara is not going to get suspended out of the blue for something that happened in the Pro Bowl, and this, I've told you, this is a defensive team dressed in the offensive guru clothing because of Sean Payton and all of that. And you heard Cameron Jordan come on the show the other day and say, hey, I've got a head coach that doesn't run the play again because the defense won the play in training camp. It's just like, okay, you got a coach that's going to basically now say that this is just a offense. Give me 17, give me 21, give me 24. We're going to win. So I think the Saints are a sleeper team. That's number 2. Number 1, I'm going to back up.
Cowboys, yes.
No. They're just asleep.
Boo. You're going to feel real bad about these words later on.
It's Rip Van Vandenbosch, right? Okay. I'm going to back up one of my most recent concepts I'm talking myself into for the 2022 season. And that one is that Kevin O'Connell is going to unlock Kirk Cousins' inner winner. It's in there. It's in there. That you like that guy every single time, with the exception of that playoff game that he won. Under the lights, as we all know, is what is affectionately referred to on NFL Game Day morning for years as a BGT. What's that? Big game turd. And I believe that Kevin O'Connell, with the offensive mindset of a Sean McVay and the offense of a Sean McVay with Justin Jefferson and Dalvin Cook.
Watch out now.
And Adam Thielen. I'm hooked on that Thielen. Big Z. How great was Zadarius Smith when he came on this program? I love that guy. Harrison Smith in the back. I'm talking up a golden donor. Or domer. I'm saying the Vikings, the Minnesota Vikings, are my number 1 sleeper team of the 2022 season. As in making the playoffs. I don't think they win the division. I just can't bring myself to say that. But make the playoffs. Take a spot that you think is definitely going to an NFC West team. Certainly with the Cowboys maybe being less than. I think the Vikings make these playoffs. And I think Cousins plays as good in big games. Again, he puts up stats. In big games. We're going to see him win big games, and it could even be week 1 against the Packers. Got to win that one at home, people. Certainly to back my play that they're the number 1 sleeper team in 2022. The Minnesota Vikings, and that's my list. What do you think at home? 844-204-RICH or in the 457s. Am I crazy?
Oh, they have opinions. I see them.
Yeah.
Let's see.
Yeah, somebody's saying Kirk can't win the big game. I know that. Yeah. I'm saying that Kevin O'Connell is going to unlock it. And maybe it won't have to be on his shoulder. Maybe the offense he brings in, this is the McVay from the Shanahan tree type stuff. This is what Kirk Cousins was drafted in the same draft as RG3 for. Come on, Kirk. Can't believe I'm tying myself to his hip.
Yeah.
But I'm doing it.
He did it.
What do you have last year? 30-something? And
he was great last year.
You're right. Yeah. I mean, his numbers last year, you're like, wow.
Yeah.
Just put those up into big games. Do you have the Viking schedule?
Kirk Cousins.
We'll do this, and then we'll get Warren Sharp on the phone.
4,200 yards, 33 touchdowns, 7 picks last year.
Here comes the Viking schedule, and here are the big games I want to see it. These are the big games in which I need to see it. First one and second one. Home for Green Bay, then the whole country's watching on Monday Night Football at Philadelphia. Let's go. Okay? A London game against New Orleans. That's, going to be seen by the whole country on NFL Network. Then what else we got? We got a Thanksgiving night game against New England. Yep. This is what we're talking about. And maybe at Green Bay week 17, that's the old flex, right? Maybe you can flex into that one because the whole country needs to see that. There's going to be a game against Dallas on the 20th.
I mean, back into that schedule is favorable.
I'm telling you, man.
You know?
Yeah.
Sleeper team, Vikings.
Colts too good to be a sleeper team?
Yeah, I was thinking, are the Colts really a sleeper team? They almost made the playoffs last year. Matt Ryan's there, the MVP of the league, potentially is on it.
I think they should win that division. But.
Right, I don't think you could call it Colts. I
Okay.
even texted you last night. Can I use my Raiders pick here
Yeah, you're
again?
like Raiders.
I stayed away from it. I
uh,
stayed away from the West. Could I think, are the Chargers a sleeper team? Come on.
49ers.
You can't call teams that almost made the playoffs last year or a team that that made it and almost made the Super Bowl a sleeper team just because what? You don't believe in Trey Lance? I'm going to go back in on the Trey Lance stuff
Rookie.
soon.
I'm just saying rookie quarterback.